Hi YouTube, this is Darkon633, and today is another Star Wars review, and this time I'm going to be taking a look at the Walmart exclusive Black Series. And this time we're going to be taking a look at Luke Skywalker. And for those who aren't aware at this point, Walmart is releasing an exclusive wave of 3.75 inch articulated Black Series figures, which is kind of a dumb decision personally, since I know a lot of areas don't have a Walmart regular nearby, and just the way that they handled it so far, it's a bit hazy for what I've seen. But thanks to my friend Sound.12, I was able to get a hold of this figure, and it's a really nice figure, and I'm really glad I finally got a hold of it. Now, just to keep in mind, this figure is actually not a brand new figure. Just like some of the other figures released in the, technical preview wave, since the first wave is really small, and the main wave started appearing in the last couple weeks. So this is actually a reissue of the Luke Skywalker based on the deleted scene where he's creating his lightsaber inside the little cave area. Now, this is still a really nice figure, and it is interesting to see that Hasbro has decided to go ahead and create a smaller version of the 6-inch Black Series boxes in style for the 3.75 inch. So that's why it looks like this, and it looks really nice. On the back, it shows the bio as usual. And I can see why a lot of people are kind of skeptical about this, since it would be nice to maybe see a reissue in the vintage card like they did back during the vintage collection and so on. But unfortunately, it's kind of past that time, and if the vintage collection style boxes come back in the future, it'll be nice to see them again. But for now, this is the way to get a hold of the articulated figures, which I guess it's just come down to getting used to that. But anyways, we'll take a look at the figure itself now. This version of Luke is actually pretty nice. I think the face sculpt's pretty decent for Mark Hamill. Trying to get into camera better focus. No, it's not focusing, but anyways. His head is on a ball joint. It looks okay up and down, not too much, but it works really nice left and right and turns. He has ball hinge shoulders, but they're very tight, so a lot of areas kind of scary to move around, especially with this cloak on. I haven't been really able to get his arm articulation to work, but he does have elbows, but it's kind of hard to get into. I'll get to that maybe when I can take off the Jedi cloak. He does have swivels in his wrists, but that's pretty much it there. He has really good waist articulation and can kind of bend up and down, but not by much. He actually has outward hip movement, which is really nice. He has ball hinged knees, which can allow a really nice 90-degree bend, and can also swivel. And his feet can move just a tad bit, but not by much. It's just pretty much a boot cut. I don't think he really has any ankle articulation, and if it does, it's really tight on. Yeah, I think he does actually. It's just really tight on. But anyways, that's pretty much it just for the Luke itself. Now, taking off the cloak, since the cloak is indeed removable, so that's really nice, we're going to take off his lightsaber and look at the figure underneath the cloak. So now we can probably look at the articulation better. As you can see, he does have ball-hinged elbows, but for some reason mine are so tight they do not want to bend. So it looks like it works a lot better outside of the cloak, so just to show it off there. So that's pretty much it for the articulation-wise. He does have some soft, good skirt pieces right here on the sides. And this piece is just a little bit soft plastic, but it's also kind of hard, so it's not the most pliable plastic out there. Now, what's basically the whole gimmick of the figure is that he does contain his lightsaber, but it's opened up, and even though it's not painted, I really wish I can get the camera to focus better. Let's see what I can do. Anyways, basically, it's got a molded in crystal, so it makes it help replicate that he is creating his lightsaber. So we're just going to put this in his hand. And then, he also comes with the tool that he used to create his lightsaber. Beware that these pieces are very small and they're very easy to lose, so just keep that in mind. And we're going to plug this in his hand. So now we can kind of replicate him trying to build his lightsaber. Here. So he actually has hinges on his wrists as well, but I didn't realize that until I looked more closely. It's just really tight on mine, so... No. Sorry, I'm not really too familiar with this original release of the figure, so some of these articulation points are quite surprising to me. So you can kind of do some kind of replication as if he's trying to create his lightsaber, something like that. So that's a really nice figure, and I highly recommend picking this up, especially if you got a Walmart nearby. You could probably just check it out, since these figures have become a little bit more available in the last couple of weeks, from what I've heard. So I definitely think this is a really nice version of Luke, and I highly recommend this for those who might have missed it out the first time, or just want a Luke with the Jedi cloak, and along with having one based on the deleted scene. But overall, this is a really nice figure, and I highly recommend this to Star Wars fans. So anyways, please comment, subscribe, and check out Hirotaku as soon as it reopens up. Also, please check out my Twitter handle under Darkon633. And please check down the other channels down below, including the WRW Podcast and more. But for now, I'll be seeing YouTube, and may the Force be with you. Bye.